This is part 2 of our lesson on graphing lines. So our equation that we have is y equals negative 5 over 4x plus 10. So we are being asked to state the y-intercept, the slope, the x-intercept, and to actually graph it. And we will get the x-intercept after we make the graph. So from my equation, the y-intercept should be the number that is all by itself and doesn't have a variable next to it, which is our 10. So my y-intercept is going to be 10. Now the slope is negative 5 over 4. And you will notice that negative is written in front, and it's not really assigned to a specific number. I have choices. I can put the negative with the 5 on the top, or I can put the negative with the 4 on the bottom, but I cannot put it with both, because if I put both numbers as being negative, a negative divided by a negative makes positive, which doesn't make sense because it's supposed to be negative. So I like to always put the negative with the number on the top. So I'm going to put negative 5 over positive 4. So I'm going to put the negative number with the numerator. So to graph this line, the y-intercept is where I'm going to start. So I'm going to start at 10, which is the very top of my graph. And then from there, the negative 5 over 4 is the slope. It is delta y, or the change in y, over delta x, the change in x. So to my y value, I am subtracting 5. So if I'm at 10, my number is going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 10 take away 5 is 5. And then to my x's, we are adding 4. So 0 plus 4 is 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So this time, because it was negative for the y, we went down. We were subtracting 5. And to my x, I added 4. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then over 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I would do it again, except I don't have enough room to go over 4. I have enough room to go down 5, but I can't go over 4. And I can't go backwards because that was where my graph, that's as high as my graph goes. So I'm just going to line up my points, draw my line. I'm going to extend it as far as I can and put arrows on the end. Okay, so I have one last thing to do, which is to fill in my x-intercept. That's where the graph crosses the x-axis, which is at 8. So my x-intercept is 8. You can join me in the next video for the next graph.